Hello, beautiful people. So, today I wanted to talk about counting your blessings. I think in life, sometimes we really just sit and complain about things that we lack or things that, we don't have, or just the things that we even have. We complain about things in general. And I'm not saying that, disclaimer, I'm not saying that you're not allowed to complain about things because you are allowed to complain about things and to vent and spit out your complaints about life and just be, a little bit in a complaining mode, or lack of better words. But I do think that you should count your blessings because a lot of us have more blessings than we realize. A lot of us have too many blessings than we realize. But the thing is, we are not aware of our blessings because we don't count our blessings. And this video is not to sound religious or anything like that. It's more of a sense of showing gratitude of life and how grateful you should actually be if you have the things that I'm going to list right now, because I think those things are things that you should be grateful for. So let's say, for example, you're able to wake up and with your 2 feet on the floor. That is a blessing right there. You are blessed to be able to have your 2 feet standing on the ground. And I know this might sound like, wow, I can stand, right? No, it's more of a sense like, in a sense that people are really struggling out here with even being able to walk, and you don't realize how much of a blessing it is to walk until you see other people struggling walking. I was outside with my family and I saw this man, and he had no legs and he was on a wheelchair and it was very cold, and he was clothed in very thin clothing and he was really struggling to like push forward. And part of me felt so bad, and I don't know, it just really hit me, and I kind of just realized that, wow, I'm so blessed to be able to walk with my 2 legs. And also, I'm someone that wears heels every day, so I can walk in heels. Those are two blessings right there. Also, if you get to wake up and stand with your 2 feet and you're able to eat food, that is another blessing right there. You have food on your table. And the fact that you were able to wake up, that is also a blessing. I think, life is hard, I know, and not all of us want to be here, to be very realistic. But the fact is, when you're here already, we have to make the most out of it. And waking up sound and clear and not being sick, that is a blessing right there. And you should count it as a blessing. Also, being able to have food on your table, as I've mentioned, is a blessing, but the fact that you were sleeping on a bed, that is a blessing as well. There's a lot of people that are homeless and have no roof under their heads. And I think that being able to have a house is a blessing. And as you can hear, I've counted so many blessings already. And I know this might sound like very cliche. Oh, I can stand, right? I have food, but no, these are blessings right here. And also, not to mention, if you're able to go to a work, a job, right? And I'm not saying like if you have bad working conditions that is a blessing, because that's obviously not a blessing. But if you're able to go to your job and earn some income, that is a blessing right there. There's a lot of people that are jobless and are looking for a job and are struggling right now. That's just a reality of life. But if you're able to go to your job and your complaint is that you have too much workload, I know that can be, an inconvenience, but the fact that you have too much workload, I think in a sense it is a blessing, and you might be able to help other people with your job or level up your life better and make more income and live a better life for yourself. Those are blessings right there that I think we should be counting. Also, not to forget that if you're watching this video, I think you are in a sense blessed that you can hear this message, but also you have access to the internet. You probably have a device that you're watching this on. I think that's a blessing as well because, especially in our society right now where technology is very almost inevitable, it's a blessing that you are able to watch this video, right? just I think the main message of this video is to really count your blessings because you have more blessings than you ever realize. You have so many things going on in your life that are positive and are blessings, but you don't even realize it till you might see someone struggling, right? And I'm not saying this in a sense of comparing yourself to other people constantly to realize your blessings, but the example of that man that was really struggling with his legs, that actually hit me. Like, it made me emotional, and it also made me to be grateful for the fact that I have two legs. And I mentioned also that I wear heels every day. That's a blessing to me that I get to choose my outfits. I get to take care of my skin. I get to buy healthy foods for myself. Those are little blessings that we might seem very normal to us, but to quite a lot of people in the world, those are not normal things. If you look at the world around us, there's a lot of things going on and people are really struggling. And I wish I could help, but in a sense, you can help by just being kind to people, right? And trying your best to show kindness to others. That's a whole nother video for another day. But be grateful for what you have and count your blessings. Don't overlook your blessings because you have way too many things going on for yourself. And I think being negative and complaining about every single thing that you lack is not going to make your life better. But sitting and being grateful for the things that you do have, I think will make your life even more beautiful, and you will receive even more. And what you receive, you can also give to others, you can help others, but also yourself, of course. So sit and take a journal, perhaps, or just sit and talk to yourself and tell yourself the things that you're grateful for in life. You're grateful for having food on your table. You're grateful for your family. You're grateful for your education. You're grateful for your health. You're grateful for your friends. You're grateful for having a phone. You're grateful for having a job. You're grateful for being able to buy little gifts for yourself, gifts for other people. And you're grateful for being present at this very moment. Be grateful for the things that you have because you don't realize how blessed you are till that blessing is taken away from you. And also, another example that I want to speak about is sometimes we are sick, right? And you happen to get the flu and you're not able to really breathe as well. And then you realize, oh, that time when I was able to breathe and I was healthy, I miss it, right? We get sick, obviously, and then you just realize how important your health is. Also, another thing that I am very grateful of is my health. I am so grateful that I get to be healthy and I get to nourish my body to keep it healthy and also exercise. Just those little things, be grateful for them because they might go in one day and you were just living that life that was so normal to you, but in one day everything could change. And that is a hard reality that some people are facing, but that's also not a reality that you want to face. But it is, unfortunately, we have no control over that, right? So sit still and be grateful for the things that you have, and don't be too focused on the things that you don't have, because I feel like when you're grateful for the things that you have, you'll always get more things from, I don't know if you believe in God or the universe or whatever you believe in. You will always get more from people around you, from the things that you achieve yourself. You will always receive blessings. So when you sit and stay still and be grateful for the things that you have, I am of the belief that you will receive more. This is something that I've experienced. The moment that I just am grateful for life and the things around me and the little things, to us, there are little things, right? Little things like getting food or having roof under your head. Those might be seen deemed as little things, but to me, they're actually big things because those little things, quote unquote, lead us to the quote unquote bigger things in life, lead us to have more success. A lot of people don't realize that the fact that you have your health can help you in so many ways in life. You having your health makes you go to your job, because if you're not healthy and you're sick, you can't work, right? If you're not healthy, it's really hard to go to school or get your education. And also, again, it reminds me of this young girl, and I remember in high school, she was incredibly smart, but she was diagnosed with some sort of sickness, and that just made her not be able to attend school. And thinking about it, it really hits me, because to me education is important. And this young girl was so ambitious, she was so talented and so smart. I mean, this girl was smart to the point where people would ask her questions when it came to just solving math problems. But she got sick to the point that she couldn't go to school anymore. So be grateful for your health. Be grateful for the things that you have, because trust and believe, when you're grateful and you sit down and are grateful for the things that you have, you will receive more from God, from the universe, whatever you believe. But be grateful, because there's so many blessings that you have and you're overlooking and seeing as normal, when in reality this is not the norm for everyone. Having food on your table is not the norm for everyone. Being able to have your health is not the norm for everyone. Having roof under your head is not the norm for everyone. Working, having a job is not the norm for everyone. Not everything is the norm for every single person. So for you, it is the norm. And I'm not saying that you cannot complain, but try to be grateful for the life that you have, because life is worth living. And I think we should be grateful for the little blessings we have. That's all that I wanted to say for today. Be grateful and stay beautiful.